I am Jenny Squibb, the creator behind BySquibb and the author of my healthy recipes cookbook. So today we're going to be making a tuna melt sandwich, which I actually made earlier today, but it was just so good. We're craving it. Me and my boyfriend are craving it again now, so I'm going to make that again. And then after that, I'm going to be making a pizza toast with a little bit of a twist. So let's start. The toast here is already toasting in my air fryer. We're using sourdough, by the way, and I've just started toasting it in here because earlier I froze my sourdough, so I'm just like defrosting it anyway, but it's also toasting at the same time. So here's our toast. We need two, so we're going to start with the tuna melt. Oh, I don't know which one to start with, whether I should start with the tuna melt or start with the pizza toast. I think I'm going to do tuna melt because that was originally what I planned to do, and I always think if you don't stick to the plan, then something's going to go wrong. So we're going to be making the tuna melt first. Hello guys! So this tuna melt is so high in protein, by the way, because obviously tuna is a great source of protein. So I love, actually, like, this recipe is so good to get tuna in to your diet. And it's like very, very low in calorie too for what it is, and very cheap and affordable. And you can basically get it everywhere. Yeah, someone said, yeah, I love me some prison food. Guys, this tuna melt is gonna be so good. I'm just draining it, making sure that it's all drained properly. The tuna that I'm using is soaked in mineral water. Make sure when you're buying your tuna cans, make sure it's not in like any sort of seed oils, just make sure it's only mineral water. One, it's less calories. Two, you also aren't getting all the like horrible seed oils into your system, because it's honestly very unnecessary and it's just not good for you. Next, we're using some mayo, which I was sent from Prime Kitchen, if you're in America. Primal Kitchens in America. And yeah, I really like this mayonnaise because they use real avocado oil, and it's just like a way more natural version of mayonnaise. Next, we're just adding in the mayo into the tuna, and I'm just using one spoonful. I think that's going to be enough, because I'm not going to make it too heavy on the mayo. I don't like adding too much mayo, but I like to add enough just so it's creamy and like more easier to eat. And meanwhile, whilst I'm doing this, there's some more sourdough in the air fryer, just cooking. Let me just turn the light on so you can see. So the thing about tuna is like it does look really gross, but like it genuinely is just like healthy, and like so many gym people I know always say like eat tuna if you're struggling to get protein in. It's just such a good way to get protein without having to spend a fortune. So like that's just really easily mixed in. The more mayo you use, the creamier it's gonna get, and like easier to bite it's gonna get. But mayo also like just has a ton of calories, and I don't really like getting my calories from spreads and sauces. I like just eating the real foods. So there we go. And now guys, I'm just going to check if it's toasted enough. That's good. So guys, when you're making a tuna melt sandwich, the best thing to use is pesto. Pesto goes so well and pairs really nicely with this. Someone's asked, what accent is this? I am from England, from Cambridge, but now I live in Thailand. But I think it's obviously a British accent. So pesto, you just layer the pesto over the top, and a good layer. This is literally the secret ingredient to a good tuna melt, by the way. Just make sure we're getting really enough of that, but not too much. Don't overdo the pesto because pesto is also very strong flavour. That's honestly, like, that sounds really good. Now, so the pesto is actually going to be at the bottom. I made this mistake earlier when I was making tuna melt, but the pesto layer should be at the bottom, so I'm going to put the stuff on here and then boom, flip it like that. But now we get to the mozzarella, and the mozzarella is just going to add a little bit of cheesiness. Someone said a lot of calories in pesto too. I'm not too bothered about calories, but it's more like where I can avoid it, I will try. So like for example the mayo, I won't add that much mayo. I only want a little bit just to help with the texture of the tuna in a sandwich. Otherwise it can be quite dry. But pesto, like, it's such a good part of the sandwich, so like it really does a lot to the flavour, so I am adding a generous amount. And then I'm just using filata for my dairy. I use filata a lot for my cheeses, if I'm using burrata or mozzarella like I am now, or cottage cheese. I usually get this brand. They're mostly clean. I think it's quite hard to find a completely clean one here for like an affordable price, but yeah, this is the one I found so far. Guys, do you think tomato goes well? So sorry, someone's Lucky Magat has asked, Jenny, are you Australian or British? I am British. But guys, do you think tomato goes well with tuna melt sandwich? Because I'm thinking about adding this tomato in one of the sandwiches, whether it's this one or if I add it on the pizza toast, which obviously is going to taste great on the pizza toast. But you know what, just to test it out, I might do half on like half of the sandwich. But we need to finish off with the mozzarella balls. Like, there's like 2 pieces left, but we can use that for the pizza toast after, because like I don't really want to overload this tuna sandwich with cheese, even though it's like a tuna melt. But you of course can add as much cheese as you like. So now I'm gonna add, and guys, tell me if I need to bring this closer to you, but I'm just gonna show you like this. I will bring it closer actually. So now I'm just gonna add the tuna here, and then we're gonna flip one side. Whether we're flipping this onto there, or maybe I should add the tuna here. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna try and flip it with the tuna on. But maybe this wasn't the best choice. Like a generous amount. We're only making one of these, and so I'd rather just use up all the tuna. This is literally one tuna can. I think in one tuna can there is probably about like minimum 20 grams of protein, but probably like 30 grams of protein. To be honest, I'm not sure, so I'm gonna have to check that and then let you guys know for next time. So look, that is the slice of tuna, and then this part. Guys, should I add a bit of tomato, like fresh cut tomato on that? I feel like that'd be really good. Because I haven't tried it with tomato yet, I'm just gonna slice a little bit and maybe like put it on to one side, because that'll be my side. My side will be the experimental side. And then if it's good, we're gonna make it again more with fresh tomatoes. Oh, did you see that? Okay guys, look, that is how it's looking. So I think that's gonna be pretty good. We're not finished yet. Obviously we have to heat it up. In the air fryer, of course. Yay, someone said tomato and tuna is wonderful together. That's made me feel so much better about testing that out. Because yeah, I've just got loads of tomatoes now. Like look, I've got loads of like really beautiful tomatoes, so I just need to start using them up now. So So I'm just going to put the tuna melt inside. And guys, that is going to be delicious. I can't wait. So that just goes in now. Now we're on to the pizza toast. So guys, pizza toast is like literally one of my favorites. Now this is in a different packaging as to normal. I'll show you what my normal one looks like. Literally this. So it's the same thing, just in like a smaller packaging, in a cute carton packaging. So I thought I might try. But cute. Oh wow, that's a lot. Actually, I love a lot of tomato passata. Can't really go wrong. Next, so we've added a really generous amount of tomato passata, guys, and that's really important to do because that is really going to help make it like a very pizzery flavour base. Like the tomato really just helps with making it taste like pizza, because that is actually that's what this recipe is called. I've named it. It's called pizza toast. And yeah. So always add a generous amount of tomato passata, like that's pretty thick. If I could, I would add more, but it might actually slip off. Next, we are adding the mozzarella. So we'll use these pieces here that we had from our last one. Just add it over the top, like this. So I'll be making 2 of these because they all cook like 2 at a time in the air fryer, because my air fryer is quite small. But I wonder if I need to get a bigger air fryer. But to be fair, like if I get a big one, what do I do with this one? So I'm just going to stick with this. And there's only 2 of us in the house, so it's fine. So that is one, and I will be adding pesto onto it. And then the second one, so my one, I actually want to add some fresh tomato slices. I don't take risks on my boyfriend's one because if he doesn't like it, then I just want him to like it. I just want it to be safe. But I will take risks on my one. Guys, by the way, if you have any questions, do let me know. So this is a really thick layer of tomato passata, which is going to be so delicious, guys. Like, even the colours just look so pretty together. Yeah, now I'm going to add the sliced tomato onto this one. So I'll slice it now, so it's just on top of... I'm slicing this a bit dangerous. I'm scared to actually cut myself. I don't want to. There we go. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. Okay, so look at that. 2 tomato slices. Now I'm going to add that over the top. So this is my first time trying pizza toast with tomato slices. You guys are witnessing me testing out new recipes. And then I'm just going to add the... Oh wait, maybe I won't even add mozzarella on mine. Yeah, I'm actually not going to. I'm just going to keep it like as a tomato base because I love tomatoes, guys. I wish I could just eat more tomatoes. So, in a way... So this is actually another version of pizza toast, in case you're bored of the original recipe. But in case you're not bored of the original recipe, we're doing the original one on this side. So we're doing 2. We're doing 3 recipes today. The tuna melt, which is in the air fryer, guys, in case you've just joined. We've got tuna, very yummy tuna melt in there. And then we're doing pizza toast here, and I'll show you it up close once I've finished putting this on. This pizza toast is so yummy. Like, I literally don't know what to tell you guys. You have to try it. It's just so easy to make. And it literally just tastes like pizza. Like, I don't know what to say. It tastes like pizza, exactly to me. It's more about the texture. It obviously isn't dough, but it's crispy. Sort of like a big crouton, depending on how much you toast it. But it's just delicious. if I had an Italian restaurant, I would so add, like if it was a BySquibb Italian restaurant, I would just so add this to the menu. So this is actually finished, but we need to put it in the air fryer for it to all just like melt together and just be delicious. Someone said this restaurant takes forever. That's so funny. This one, I feel like I need to add some I need to add some pesto. Now I love pesto, and this is sort of like this pizza toast is like a caprese style. I'm just adding a few dollops around, and once that is finished, I will be adding some flaky sea salt. Guys, this tuna melt is finished. Now I just need to take it out with my hands. This part's really hard. Hard and hot. There we go. Did it. Boom. Boom. Oh my god. This is such a feast. Guys, after this, we're going to the park. We were actually thinking about doing a picnic at the park. Oh wait, hold on. I need to put this at 180 degrees for a few minutes. But yeah, we were thinking about doing a picnic at the park. Like I wanted to make these sandwiches to go to the park with, but actually we're just going to eat it here and then go to the park separately because it's like a lot to carry to bring to the park. Okay guys, this is the tuna melt. I'm going to slice it and I'm going to eat my half. Did you hear that? That actually sounds amazing. Yeah, my half is the one with tomato here. Oh my god, that looks so good. To me, that looks really good. I don't know what it looks like to you, but it smells good too. And with the pesto, you can literally see the pesto there. This is going to be so good. Are you guys ready for the crunch reveal? Let's go. Wait, should I eat this part first? The middle part? Which is obviously softer bread, or yeah, no, not this part. This crispy part, this bite, or the middle part. Okay, someone said middle always. I actually always go for this, because I always like this top skin part of the sourdough, but we're gonna go for the middle, because they were the first person to respond. Oh my god. That's a 10. I'm not kidding, that's a 10. In my books, that's a 10. And the tomato does so much. So to the person who said put the tomato in, you should be here with me. That's insane with the tomato. Even without, I bet it's gonna be good, but like the tomato just adds like more moisture. Especially if you don't use that much mayonnaise. Okay, we're gonna take another bite of the crispy part for those of you who wanted the crispy part. That's so good. Wow. So I first made this morning, and I'm gonna start making this way more because that is delicious. This is rye sourdough bread, by the way, so it's like, it's even better for you than just regular plain white sourdough. But I love the rye, it just, for me it just tastes better actually, like it does have a more earthy flavour. The blonde loaf, which is the white loaf, usually is like easier, softer bread. But either way, sourdough is always my favourite. so good, guys. You can see here the pesto's leaked through. I love that. Oh, I didn't know I added mozzarella to my half, but there's mozzarella. That makes sense because it's so like creamy. This is delicious, guys. I'm just gonna check on how the pizza toast is doing. Actually, it looks pretty good. I think it's gonna be in there for maybe 1 more minute. This is such a good snack, by the way, because I hadn't eaten since like my last live, because I was actually out going grocery shopping. So I haven't had time to go grocery shopping in ages, but like I don't know why I just showed you a tomato. But like, to be fair, I bought this when I went grocery shopping and I needed to go for a long time. So I was just busy doing that and I hadn't eaten. So this is like, I don't know whether I'm just hungry or what, but this tastes amazing. Incredible. Okay guys, I'm gonna start answering your comments because I was just eating and reading them. Okay, someone's asked, how are you and Mael in Thailand? Mael is my boyfriend, by the way. I am half Thai, so I just live here because I'm half Thai. I was in England before, but I just decided I wanted to be in Thailand now because I finished university in England and then just decided to move back here. Yeah, but both places are great. Like I love England too, especially right now. It's like the best time to be there because the weather's so nice. But I just love the food in Thailand. Someone also asked, like, did you go to a market for your fruits and stuff? And I sometimes go to markets for fruits, but I usually get it from like grocery shops and stuff because the variety they have here is like, there's so much. Wait, this is done. There's so much variety here in the markets of like grocery shops and stuff for fruits. But I get my bread from a local baker. I will not buy bread from a grocery shop because I just don't really... I always like buying foods that like have been made with love, and the bakery that I go to, they literally have put so much effort into their bread recipe, so I love supporting that. I have to finish this first before I start the next one. That was so crunchy. Someone asked, are you vegan? I'm not vegan. I actually love meat. I love steak, that's my favourite food. But my second favourite food is tomatoes. And then fruits and stuff. But yeah, I'm not vegan. There's literally mozzarella in this. This is tuna as well, so that's not very vegan. But I sometimes, like, not on purpose, unintentionally eat vegan and like have days where I eat vegan. Actually yesterday for dinner I ordered a meal from a vegan restaurant that was like tofu noodles and tom yum soup. If you know what tom yum soup is, it's great and so
par
spicy.
contre, tu vois, moi le seul regret entre guillemets, c'est que j'ai pas refait assez d'argent, enfin j'ai pas fait d'argent assez rapidement. Bon bah du coup je vais pas avoir à les bouger, mais je voulais, là je crois aujourd'hui, je veux pas regretter de les avoir perdus, c'était un peu garanti.
I'm trying to think about what is it that makes this so good, and I genuinely think it's like not overdoing the mayo on the tuna. The pesto is like sort of essential, it feels, and that tomato on top of that is like just gives like a warm, creamy, fresh addition to it.
Oui, c'est pour ça que j'ai vraiment investi dans le BTC. J'ai remis là. Moi j'ai mis 24 jours.
But guys, this is so healthy actually. Like really good carbs. Good protein source. You get some veg from the tomato, and like the pesto just like helps to make it taste good. That was so good. I actually wish I had more.
C'est limite qu'il y a toute la pression maintenant.
Pizza toast is ready. Look how good that looks. This tastes insane. This is one of the recipes from my healthy cookbook. This is pizza toast.
Tu le rappelles. Tu me dis,
it's literally delicious. Tastes just like pizza. And I make this literally at least once a week. But I'm gonna try my tomato-based toast first. I said I was gonna add salt. I'm gonna try it first and then see if it needs salt. That's so good. Someone's asked, how do you feel always making and eating great food? Can you also answer this question? Are you half Filipino? I'm not half Filipino. I'm half British, half Thai. And I love making food and I love making healthy food. So in a way, it's like, it's always a treat. Like when I can make something like this, which is actually pretty healthy. Depending on obviously how you're doing the process, so fun because you can actually eat anything you want and you just like find the alternatives that are healthy, and then eating it is obviously the best part. This doesn't need salt, by the way. That's too good on its own, the way it is right now. I don't want to accidentally ruin it with salt. Someone asked, can you cook for me? I wish I could cook for me. I love cooking. I wish I could just do it more, but there's just not enough people to eat it. So let me send you some food.
J'en ai parlé à 2-3 mecs qui me posaient des questions. Et il y a 2-3 mecs qui me disaient,
yeah guys, I'm very happy with this tomato pizza we tried. It's like one of those flavors where like you can make it a pasta, pizza, like it's a flavor which could just be incorporated into different meals because it's just so tomatoey, and there's like a little bit of pesto which just makes it so delicious. Here's a bite.
Non, mais on peut se fixer une règle, on fait pas plus de 2 jours par semaine déjà, comme ça on est tranquille, on sait.
Someone said you should open up a food truck. I would actually love to do that. Like, I love doing things like that, like stores and stuff like that. I actually am opening, I mean, I have opened a Greek yogurt restaurant. And at some point I want to open up a physical store for that, but starting off with stores and stuff. But so far, yeah, I do love doing that stuff, and I just wish I could just make more and more food. It's just like, I need people to eat it. Guys, to sum up, look, we've got tuna melt pesto, something very delicious, with pizza toast topping. Yummy! That's so yummy. And then this like new one that I've just tried with you guys, so you guys have witnessed a new recipe. This is delicious. I'm actually now obsessed with it, and I'm going to be making this more. Like, I just love how tomatoey it is, but it's not like too much tomato. The fact that there's tomato passata sauce and then fresh tomato on top, that just hits the spot. Like, that's just delicious, and it really tastes like Italian food. Someone said, no offense, but that's pretty average whatever you cooked. I absolutely am not offended, because I know I'm not a chef, but I love to cook, and I love to cook simple, because I always feel like food should just be way more simplified than what it actually has, like what it is now. So when I at least cook at home, I love to make stuff that is simple, because I don't have all the space to have every single ingredient or every single herb to like create complex meals. I use what I have and what I've got and what is accessible to me to make like simple dishes that just taste delicious. So that's really more my intention, but I'm not claiming to be like a great chef. It's more just that like I make this really simple toast and it just tastes so good, and I just want you guys to try it too. But of course I always like to cook healthy, so instead of getting like a pizza, I'll just make this at home. Obviously, like I mentioned in one of my other lives, I'm like 95% whole foods and then 5% like whatever. Because I also don't think you should be one way too much. Like, you shouldn't be too intense in anything too much or be too strict on yourself. But so what I was trying to say is like I will get pizza sometimes, but really on occasion, because honestly this just hits the craving for me. But I will do pizza on like lazy days, which doesn't happen often, because like when I eat this I just feel great. Like my energy is so great. I like to eat foods that like fight for me, so like gives me like immunity, or like, look, I've literally got a carrot here because in case I wanted more of a snack. But like carrots are like good for your eyesight and like good for your skin, things like that. I like to eat foods that heal me or prevent me from like disease or other things. So I like to eat my medicine instead of just eat like junk food that tastes good in the moment but it's gonna have a big impact on my body later. Someone said bread isn't a whole food. I don't mean completely everything is whole food, but like bread, I would cut it down to like what even is bread. I consider bread to just be like yeast, salt, water and flour, maybe like a whole grain flour as well, so something which is just like simple and clean. I actually more so mean clean eating. So but like whole foods and clean eating. So that to me is like I can eat sourdough bread because obviously there's a process to it. So technically it's a processed food, but processed food isn't actually bad. It's more ultra processed is. Processed food is something like honey. Like honey has been through a process in order to eat it, but honey is natural. So that's what I mean. I just like eating natural, non-ultra processed food. That usually that just means like whole foods. Basically, it's just easier to understand it as whole foods. It's sort of like if you are wanting to eat cleaner, the best way to start is just like, is it a natural food or not? But then when you look at eating like sourdough, obviously if you go to like a grocery shop, you might look at the ingredients of sourdough and they actually add stuff that isn't natural. So you just have to, when it comes to things like that are processed like that, you do have to watch out for quality and the ingredients. But when you're obviously like buying a tomato, you don't have to check anything. So it's a lot easier to start a healthy journey by just eating whole foods. But then yeah, like the tuna steak I showed you, the tuna that I'm using is tuna steak in mineral water. But a lot of the tuna steaks that you can buy are going to be in like sunflower oil or rapeseed oil or soybean oil. So just like looking out for things like that when there is a process. But processed food isn't actually bad.
Pareil à Laurie, donc Laurie, gros produit sur Google là-bas. Il avait plus de 400 indexes sur Google, Calix là, le programme. Search shopping. Ventilateur.
Sorry if I like really over-explained that. I just really want you guys to like understand what like my thought process is about food.
Ah oui. Encore une fois, ça se fait exactement pas 50 différents. Sauf que si tu l'attaques de la même manière que lui, t'as aucune chance de faire les choses. Ça, c'est des trucs qu'on va learn de plus en plus là. On est dans le bon dans tous les cas.
That's so good, guys, but I'm actually done now from my snack. I'm just cutting this up now for my boyfriend because he's got the pizza toast. I was thinking about doing this carrot. I don't know why I feel like a carrot right now. I don't know whether to to like peel and eat the carrot now or just like finish up. Maybe I'm just thirsty. Maybe I just need water. But that was so delicious.
Et par contre, un truc si ça te va, j'ai vraiment envie de jouer comme ça. On en a une pipette, on arrête absolument tout ce qu'on fait à côté.
Oh, someone said the oil may not be best for you, but tuna in olive oil tastes 1,000 times better than tuna in water. Not so dry either. I've actually not seen tuna in olive oil, but I would try and make sure it's extra virgin olive oil because olive oil is like so broad. It can also, like, a lot of olive oils are also not actually healthy or like not that healthy. So if there's like tuna in extra virgin olive oil, I would try that. And then someone's asked, do you strain the water and oil from the tuna? Yeah, you strain it. You literally just like undo the can and just like pour the liquid out, and then the tuna is ready to eat. I'm gonna eat some more tomato.
C'est ce qui nous arrivait quand on était sur site, on n'était pas cuit qu'on avait les tomates à côté, quand on commençait à laver les tomates à côté. Arrêtez où
Actually guys, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with eating. It was just meant to be a snack. So now. I'm just going to clean up and give this to my boyfriend. Someone's asked, are you French? I'm not French, but my boyfriend is French. In case you're hearing like French in the background. Because I don't understand it too. I don't understand it too. All I know is like salut, coucou, and Je suis désolée. I don't know. I know some French words. I want to learn French.
Ouais, si, bah, c'est sûr.
Oh, I know like
Là, vraiment, tu pouvais
d'accord.
facilement te faire avoir par un dropshipper si vraiment son site était clean.
There's like a phrase I always say, but for some reason it's just gone out of my head.
Ah, ouais,
It's like, t'as dit quoi? T'as dit quoi? T'as dit quoi? T'as dit quoi? Is that sort of means like, I mean, I don't know what it means. I know what it means because of the tone, but I don't know what it means literally.
Oui, ils ont
I
explosé.
think it's like, you sure?
Après, ils ont
T'as dit quoi?
ils ont été trop forts parce qu'ils ont pris les influenceurs.
T'as dit quoi? I don't know. I don't know. I should not try speaking French.
Ouais.
Oh, someone said d'accord means alright. I thought d'accord was like sorry. D'accord, like oh, d'accord. Je suis désolée. Oh, je suis désolée. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we're not here for a French lesson, but I'm happy to take one if any of you guys teach French. But yeah, this is gonna be the end. This obviously it was actually maybe my favorite because it's just so delicious. This tuna sandwich. I haven't even tried that, so I was gonna say my second favorite was this one. And then, but like that's so good. I just haven't tried it, so it's not even part of. I think I need to go now. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So bye guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe because I go live every single day. And I will be also making dinner later. I think I will. Because I bought a steak, so I was wondering to like make a steak. I was actually gonna make a steak sandwich, but then we just wanted a small snack instead. But yeah, thanks so much guys for being here, and yeah, I'm gonna go now, bye. I mean, I can stay on, but like, I just don't know what to say anymore. I feel like my brain is just like blah, 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 blah. So I think it's a good time to go. Bye again for like the third time, and thank you guys always for supporting. Bye.